Hi there, welcome to BoxPred. I'm going to be talking about the upcoming fight on the 4th of June. It's the semi-final of the Super 6 tournament, and the fight is between Froch and Glen for the WBC Super Middleweight title. And my prediction for this fight is a victory for Froch by decision. Let's just take a quick look at the records. Froch, 27 victories, 1 loss, no draws, around a 71% knockout ratio. Glen 51 victories, 14 losses, 2 draws, around a 52% knockout ratio. I'll just begin by saying that this, for me, is a very difficult fight to try and predict. It's a 50-50 fight, I believe. I think from the other videos that I've watched of people trying to give their predictions, pretty much everybody is sees this as a close fight, and whilst I am not completely confident in my prediction, I stand by it and I have to make one. So just start by talking a bit about Froch. I think that he is going to be rejuvenated by his victory over Arthur Abraham. I said it before, and I think I'll just repeat it, that I feel that Froch learned a lot about himself as a fighter from the Arthur Abraham fight. I believe that he learned that he can actually box rather than just slugging it out like he was pretty much known for before. He was known for his power, for his ability to trade with the opposition and to come out on top. But when he came up against Arthur Abraham, the game plan needed to change because Arthur Abraham, as we know, has heavy hands. He had a very impressive knockout record going into that fight, and Froch needed to change the game plan up a bit so that he wasn't in the line of fire, but rather more using his physical attributes, his reach and his height, to keep on the outside and to outbox Arthur Abraham, which is precisely what he did. And from his reactions after the fight, I got the sense that he really has got this newfound confidence that he has more to his range of skills than he thought himself. The big question is, can he continue and carry on from that Abraham fight? Because that's the big question. Can he push forward now? Can he continue with that style, or can he switch it up? Can he maintain that ability not to get sucked into a trade-off with his opponent? Can he keep his cool, not see the red mist? Can he just box? And that is definitely going to be tested in this one, I feel, because looking at Glen, we know he's a very come-forward fighter. He's very experienced, crafty. He's just a warrior, and he's a nuisance. I think he's from a similar mould to Bernard Hopkins. Age is not a factor. There's no point in talking about age, I don't feel. I think that like Bernard Hopkins, Glen is still a very dangerous live fighter for pretty much anyone in their division, in his division. Froch, I think he has good stamina. He can go the distance. He can have a scrap. He defeated Jean Pascal back in 2008 by unanimous decision, and Pascal has power, and he had power then, even though it was in middleweight division. And Froch outgunned him in that one. So, you know, Froch is known for having a good punch resistance. And one thing I'd like to mention about Froch is something he does have, is a lot of heart, determination and a will to win. You know, I wouldn't underestimate Froch's will to win and his desire to, his heart to fight on and to really dig deep and get decisions and get results in fights if it's not going his way. I think Froch can be underestimated in that department. Of course, Glen Johnson is also very durable. He also has a granite chin. He hasn't been knocked out for over a decade. He hasn't been stopped in over a decade, and he just wears you down. He also has good stamina, I feel. He can go the distance, we know. I see this fight going the distance, but if there is going to be a knockout, I wouldn't rule it out on either side, because this is boxing and it can happen. And to say that it can't happen is just, I don't know why you would say that. It can happen, even though Glen Johnson hasn't been knocked out or stopped in over a decade. It can still happen if the right punch is caught, the right time. It can happen, or barrage of punches. But having said that, I do feel if there's going to be a stoppage, I feel I would favour more Johnson in that to stop Froch. I just have a feeling that there's more chance of that happening than the other way around. I feel that Carl Froch is going to have to really dig deep in this one. Glen Johnson's going to try and get in his face, whereas Abraham was willing to stand back and look for that shot and wait. Glen Johnson doesn't do that. He likes to come forward, be a nuisance, get in your face, push you towards the ropes, unleash combinations, and Froch needs to try and keep this. If I was Froch, I would say I would try and keep this on the outside for as long as possible. The jab is going to be absolutely key for Carl Froch. If he can keep a solid stiff jab thrown and try and keep Johnson at bay, and he needs to show Johnson early that his jab is strong enough and effective enough to hurt Johnson, to keep him, pin him back a bit, and to keep him out of the way and keep him off him from coming forward too much. The longer Carl Froch can do that, the better. But if Johnson is immediately getting inside on Froch's jab, then we have a problem. Then that's when I'm going to be starting to think, okay, this is dangerous for Froch. What can he do now? Because he doesn't want to get into just a 12-round trade-off with Johnson, because Johnson, that's how he ends up stopping people and wearing people down, and also winning points decisions, because he, like I said, he's crafty and he knows how to do it. This is a very experienced boxer we're on about. But Carl Froch, again, like I said, he can have a trade-off as well. He can throw. He's no stranger to, like in the Pascal fight, just having a straight-up war, all-out war. This could turn into that. But I just feel that Carl Froch is going to come through. I think it's going to be a good, hard fight between two guys who are fighting very well at the moment, I feel. And I think it's going to be pretty much going to be a close decision. I wouldn't say a wide decision, although I think it's going to be more close, because Johnson is very good at mixing it up, and he won't let you just have the time to build up too much points. And I think Johnson needs to try and draw Froch in on this one, like Abraham needed to draw him in. But I think Johnson's far more capable of drawing Froch in. He's going to be more tempting for Froch to jump in this one. But I think Froch should, like I say, try and keep it on the outside of the jab, with the jab for as long as possible, really. I've no doubt that Glen Johnson's going to get inside at some point. We'll just have to see how Froch deals with that. But I think he'll deal with it. I think he'll get through. Also, I'm really glad for Carl Froch, because he's going to be shown on Sky Sports here in the UK, which is about time, to get the credit that he actually deserves as one of the top British fighters that we have. And he's got new management as well, so I hope that they can do a better job of promoting him than his previous manager. So that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for Carl Froch by decision. Like I said, people are calling this both ways. Really speaking, it can go either way. It really is, for me, the flip of a coin. But I've had to make a decision. I'm going to go with Carl Froch in this one. Please let me know what you guys think. I'm really interested to hear your views. And if you like my channel, please do subscribe and leave comments on my homepage. So thank you for watching. This is BoxPred, and I'm out.